They didn't know what a bacterium was. They couldn't see it. They couldn't name it, but they knew it was everywhere. In the air, in the breath, in the silence between prayers. This is the story of the moment the world learned to fear the invisible. In the middle of the 14th century, Europe believed it understood how the world worked. The cosmos had order. God had purpose. Nature followed meaning, not chance. Illness was not random. It was a message. A sign of imbalance between the human soul and the divine order. Then, without warning, that order collapsed. Ships arrived carrying more than spices and silk. They brought silence. They brought fever. They brought death that moved faster than prayer. The Black Death did not announce itself with armies or banners. It came quietly, and it refused to be understood. People watched healthy bodies collapse within days. Swelling appeared beneath the arms and along the neck. Blackened skin followed. No wound explained it. No enemy could be named. The medieval mind searched desperately for meaning. Was it poisoned air? A planetary alignment? Divine punishment? A test of faith? Doctors spoke of corrupted miasmas. Astrologers blamed the heavens. Priests called for repentance. But nothing stopped it. The terror was not only death, it was not knowing why. For the first time on a massive scale, humanity faced an enemy it could not see, touch, or reason with. Cities emptied. Streets once alive with trade fell silent. Families abandoned their own. Parents fled children. Friends avoided one another. Not out of cruelty, but fear. Fear rewired moral instincts. To breathe near someone was to gamble with death. To care was to risk extinction. In this world, fear itself became contagious. The invisible ruled everything. Medieval medicine was not ignorant, but it was symbolic. It sought harmony, not microbes. Physicians balanced humors. They prescribed herbs, bloodletting, incense. But the plague did not respond. Plague doctors dressed in strange beaked masks, filled with aromatic herbs, an attempt to filter death from the air itself. They looked less like healers and more like omens. Their presence announced not hope, but inevitability. Church bells rang constantly. Mass graves grew faster than sermons. People prayed harder than ever before, and watched entire communities disappear anyway. This was not merely a medical catastrophe, it was a theological crisis. If God governed the world through justice, why were the innocent dying first? Some clung tighter to faith. Others fractured under it. The Black Death did not destroy belief, but it changed its tone. Faith became haunted. When meaning fails, blame fills the void. Minorities were accused. Foreigners were hunted. Jewish communities were massacred across Europe. Fear demanded a face, even if it had to be invented. The invisible was unbearable, so it was made visible through persecution. This was one of the plague's darkest legacies. Not only death of bodies, but death of reason. By the time the plague receded, Europe was unrecognizable. Entire villages vanished. Fields lay abandoned. Labor became scarce. For survivors, the world suddenly offered something radical: choice. Peasants demanded wages. Serfs left estates. Old hierarchies weakened. Death had leveled society in ways no rebellion ever could. The invisible reshaped power. Something subtle but irreversible had changed. Nature no longer felt fully symbolic. It felt dangerous, unpredictable. The Black Death planted a quiet seed. The idea that the world might operate by forces indifferent to human meaning. This did not yet produce modern science, but it cracked the door open. The invisible had proven real. Art changed. Skeletons danced in murals. Timepieces appeared in churches. The Danse Macabre reminded everyone death was universal, but this obsession was not nihilism. It was awareness. Life became precious because it was fragile. The medieval world did not become darker, it became more honest. Centuries later, humanity would name bacteria. We would invent microscopes. We would map the unseen. But the first lesson came here, in the 14th century, when humanity learned that the greatest threats do not always arrive with noise. Sometimes they arrive silently, invisibly, and change everything. The Black Death was not only a medieval tragedy. It was the moment humans learned to fear what they could not see, and to question whether meaning alone could protect them. It reshaped how we understand nature, faith, and vulnerability. And in many ways, we have never stopped living in its shadow. If this journey into the medieval mind challenged how you see the past, consider subscribing to Medieval Chronicles. Here, history is not just remembered, it is questioned. And sometimes it still whispers warnings we haven't fully learned to hear.